You know, when you see that shiny new piece of military tech, the delivery is really just the start of the story. The real challenge, the thing that makes or breaks a mission, is keeping that gear in the fight, day after day. So, how do you actually sustain some of the most advanced technology in the world? Well, let's dive in. And yeah, that's the million-dollar question we're digging into. It's one thing to buy the best drone fleet on the planet, but it's a whole other thing to keep them flying. What's the plan to make sure they're ready to go at a moment's notice? Turns out the answer has less to do with just the tech and everything to do with logistics, partnerships, and a really long-term vision. And to really get a handle on this, our story kicks off with a perfect example, a recent, absolutely mission-critical delivery that takes us all the way to the United Arab Emirates. So here's what went down. A US company, EagleNXT, just shipped a huge package of spare parts for a fleet of 20 eBee Vision drones over in the UAE. Now, this was way more than just a routine delivery. Think of it as a vital lifeline, making sure these incredibly advanced drones stay in the air and on mission. And, you know, EagleNXT CEO Bill Irby, he really nails it. He basically says their job doesn't stop when the drone is delivered. The real work is the ongoing support, helping their customers go from just owning the tech to actually mastering it in their daily operations. And that right there is the key difference. So how in the world do you pull off a complex international operation like this? Well, it takes a totally seamless partnership between a few key players. Let's break down who's who. Okay, so you've basically got three main players at the table. First, there's EagleNXT, the American company bringing the technology. Then, of course, you have the customer in the UAE, the folks actually flying the drones. And then, and this is the secret sauce, you have a local partner, the Drone Center, who makes everything happen right there on the ground. And this breakdown shows you just how smart that division of labor is. EagleNXT handles the core technology, the drones themselves, the spare parts, all the high-level training. Meanwhile, the Drone Center is the crucial link on the ground. They're handling logistics, offering immediate help, and just making sure everything integrates smoothly. It's a really powerful 1-2 punch. All right, so we've been talking a lot about supporting the drone, but what about the drone itself? Let's zoom in a bit on the eBee Vision and see what makes this thing so special for its mission. The eBee Vision is purpose-built for one thing, ISR. That stands for intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance. Put simply, its entire job is to be the eyes in the sky, feeding its operators a live picture of what's happening on the ground so they can make smart decisions. Now, one of its biggest advantages is how portable it is. This thing weighs just 4 pounds. What that really means is that a single operator can carry it, hike it out to a location, and deploy it all by themselves. That kind of flexibility is a huge deal. And once it's up, it can stay up for a long time. We're talking up to 90 minutes of flight time. For surveillance missions where you need to just hang back and watch, that kind of endurance is an absolute game changer. It's got some serious reach, too. An operational range of 12 miles, that's about 20 kilometers, means the operators can stay far away in a safe position while the drone is deep in the action gathering that critical intel. On top of all that, the eBee Vision is just plain built for the real world. It goes from packed away to in the air in just 3 minutes. It can handle some seriously strong winds, and its communications are locked down with military-grade encryption. Oh, and maybe the most important part, it can still navigate even if GPS gets jammed or goes down, which is a must-have capability these days. So yeah, the hardware is incredible, no doubt about it. But, and this is the big but, none of that amazing technology matters one bit if you can't keep it flying. Which brings us right back to our main point, the bigger strategy behind all this. You see, this whole thing wasn't just a one-and-done deal. It's a long-term partnership, all laid out in phases. It started with the first delivery of the 20 drones. Then came a 2-year agreement for training and maintenance. We're now in phase 3 with this big spare parts delivery. And it's all building toward that ultimate goal in phase 4, keeping the fleet ready to go 24/7. And they're not just mailing a box of parts and calling it a day. No way. EagleNXT is right there, on the ground, providing hands-on help. They're verifying the inventory, guiding the whole integration process, and seeing it through from start to finish. It's a comprehensive, totally hands-on approach. And this whole thing is a model for the future. EagleNXT CEO has made it clear they've built a repeatable playbook here. They've streamlined the process for this kind of support, which means as more countries get their drones, they have a system ready to go. This is their global strategy right here. Which really brings us to one final big question. As this incredible surveillance tech spreads all over the world, maybe the real power isn't just in owning the best hardware anymore. Maybe, just maybe, the real power lies in having the global support network that can actually keep that hardware in the fight.